Okay, there we go. Okay, so thank you guys, obviously, for jumping on here. I'm going to share my screen and jump right to it. I resonate a lot with Rudy because I'm also a musician and I wanted to pursue a lot more of my passions. I'm sure a lot of you on here, if you could, you would travel more, you would pursue your hobbies more. I fundamentally believe that people should be able to do that. They just need the right opportunities. All right, and so here's a photo of me on my 12-hour shift job. I hope none of you can relate to that. The graveyard shifts that I was doing. This is actually a photo I took after a night shift. The only reason I have that smirk on my face, because usually I'd be pissed off, I'd be angry after a long shift dealing with just crazy negativity and toxicity at the workplace. But that was the last shift I ever had to take. Okay, I put in my resignation letter literally days prior to that. And that was because I started making close to $10,000 a month part-time. So what Rudy's just shared with you is real. I had no background in business whatsoever. Didn't have a background, didn't have a lot of time on my hands. So if that is you, if you don't have, you've never done sales before, never done entrepreneurship before, if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, this is the perfect opportunity for you to win. I heard about this opportunity from a friend of mine who is also a musician, and I was able to transform my life completely, right? I went from burnt out, doing these 12-hour shifts, spending all my time at work, paying crazy taxes and all that. We'll talk about that shortly in the presentation. But I went from that to traveling the world, truly pursuing my passions. And the most important thing is I saw that I could help other people do the same. Regular people transforming their lives all over the world. And so if you're on this call and you're at a point in your life where you're looking for change, put a 7 in the chat. If you need something to change in your life, put a 7 in the chat, whether it's financially, maybe spending more time with your family, your kids, maybe doing some hobbies, maybe just for your emotional and mental sanity, right? Rudy talked about the only time you get recognized is when you screw up at your job, okay? And I remember I had a line in the sand moment when that happened to me. I got written up and I was so pissed and upset and distraught, right? This opportunity has given me so much freedom. And I'm going to take you guys on a little journey. I'm going to share with you how this is going to work for you, okay? So we're calling this a high-ticket partnership to freedom, and it helps people live their lives by design. That's what we truly believe. Let me pin myself over here so you guys can see everything. All right, perfect. Now, I know for a fact, no matter what you do, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a stay-at-home parent, 9 to 5, you have a side business or venture that you do, the whole goal is freedom and options for yourself and your family, right? And we help people do that. High ticket simply means we get paid a lot of money to do what we do, and we've vetted so many companies. I know there's some of you that have tried different things, rug pulls, scams, all these different things that don't really work, right? Who here can relate to that? I know I was in that same boat. And after vetting so many opportunities, we found the perfect opportunity that we're going to be revealing. Now, the success of a company is dependent upon the problems that they solve. If they solve a lot of problems and they solve these problems really well, a lot of money is made. And guess what? The products, the services, the technologies that we're going to be talking to you about that this company has are already in high demand. Okay, we're disrupting a $300 billion industry, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. But the company doesn't spend any money on commercials, billboards, or advertising. All those millions of dollars that they would be putting into that goes into our pockets. So we're truly empowered, okay? Now here's some of the many problems that we solve from health. Health is a major thing, especially now after COVID. We teach people skills. We give people the education to have the right mindset and skill set independent of what's going on in the economy. So you're not at the mercy of your job. Okay, there's a lot of strikes going on, people getting laid off, all that stuff. We also have 6, 7, and 8-figure coaches and a supportive community so we can hold your hand. We'll guide you and show you the ropes. Who here wants to make more income? Put a 7 in the chat. I know everybody wants to. I talked to a gentleman the other day that's doing about $250,000 a year. He wants more money. He's like, I need more. Inflation, bills, right? Taxes. What if I told you could make an extra 5 to 10K back every year or even more in your taxes through write-offs? That's what we're helping people do. Okay, savings as well, because now you're able to save more and invest more. Time freedom and location freedom are some of my favorite. Imagine you're at the beach and you make $10,000, right? Picture that for a second. while you're on vacation with your family, you're working from your cell phone or your laptop. That's what we have here for you. And these are bold claims. Early retirement is a bold claim but we can legitimately back that up, and we're helping people retire earlier and also pass on generational wealth. This is something that's not spoken about in schools. You're not taught about it. The government isn't telling you about this stuff, but we can actually show you ways to pass on wealth to your families. This is truly an asset, and it's a legacy company. So drum roll, the name of the company is Enagic. It's a global movement. Okay, anyone in the world can be a part of this. Okay, and let's keep this thing going here. I just like legitimacy, right? I like credibility. We've been around for a long time. This is not no startup. This is not no pyramid scheme. This is not no scam. This is a company that's been around, has 43 physical locations, and is global, right? If you like to travel like myself, we have destination office locations in places like Dubai, Paris, Rome, right? Think of all these places that you can go to and get paid at the same time. Now, we have several different technologies, right? I'll touch on a few of them very, very briefly. Okay, you guys can just reach out to the person that was kind enough to invite you to this presentation, and they will send you really cool demonstration videos on these products and what they do, okay? So this is one of them. It uses Enagic's groundbreaking technology. It's called the K8. Sits on the countertop, can go underneath the counter, connects to any tap or faucet, and it actually originated in hospitals out in Japan and Asia in general, other countries internationally also. Okay, 60 different uses in the home. It's a medically graded product, and it dispenses 7 different types of water. We're going to be touching on a few of them. The main one is our hydrogen-rich alkalized water created by the machine. So basically hydrogen water. A lot of you are probably familiar. So one of the properties is it's a powerful antioxidant. Unfortunately for us, we're all aging, right? I know we wish we could slow that process down a lot. But with antioxidants, you're able to slow it down a little, okay? Now, unfortunately for us as well, we're drinking bottled water, we're drinking tap water, we're drinking all these beverages that are actually speeding up that oxidation or aging process. Let's stop that, right? By drinking this water, you're literally drinking eating the equivalent of a pound of blueberries, the same antioxidant potential, and it's actually 3 to 4 times more powerful than antioxidants like green tea and vitamin C. This is all scientific, by the way. You can measure this with an ORP meter. It'll show you. The next property is the alkalinity. Our water is alkalized, right? With bottled water, you're adding baking soda to it. There's no health benefits. Our water has a restructuring of the molecules, and so that's where the health benefits come from. And you can test this as well with the pH drops. It will show up as dark purple or dark blue. If you test tap water or bottled water, a lot of it shows up green, which is neutral, or more on the acidic side, like yellow and red even, right? All these waters that we're paying for. The final property is maximum hydration through something called microclustering, where it shrinks the water molecules to about 1/3 of the size of bottled water. So I can actually drink a gallon of this water a day, no problem, right? Because it shrinks the molecules, and that leads to detoxing, more absorption of the water, and also more absorption of nutrition. And there's literally thousands of testimonials. Personal friends of ours and people that we've helped around the world. Dion is one of them. You can just tell clearly from her skin prior to using the product and after, right? It's like night and day. Danica on the left here is another good friend of ours. Really bad eczema. All these things are toxification, toxin buildups in the body. And because of this property, you're able to detox. It clears up the skin. It's incredible what this product is doing. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is not a trash can, not a garbage bin. This is our city pipes. If I poured some water in there right now and I gave you a cup and said, hey, drink that water, would you do it? Right? Straight up question. Absolutely not. I know the answer already. Now, if I said, let's give it to your family members, would you want me to do that? Absolutely not. But that's what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So this is a problem that affects, even just in the United States, over 100 million people. Contaminated water with all these different chemicals. And so we're solving major problems when it comes to filtration and when it comes to health. And why is this so important? Why are we talking about this? right? Now, the cancer risk for people who drink chlorinated water is 93% higher than those that drink water that does not contain chlorine. That's not coming from Josh Quay, right? This is a report from the U.S. Council of Environmental Quality. So we help people be proactive and preventative rather than get that call from the doctor that you could have prevented. Okay, this is very important stuff. Also, showering. Some of us have Brita filters or all these different kind of filters that really don't even filter the contaminants. But you still go into your shower either way, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you're showering in on a daily basis on the left there. See how nasty that is? You actually absorb more contaminants in the shower than you do when you drink water, right? So we're helping protect people from the what you used to cook, wash your fruits and vegetables, what you shower in, and also what you ingest through drinking, okay? Now we have hundreds actually of top athletes and celebrities that also use the product. Company doesn't do endorsements or sponsorships of any kind. No one's getting paid a check to talk about the product. These top athletes like Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather, Tiger Woods, Steph Curry, LeBron James, all these high-level athletes use the product simply because it works. Now, this is one of the reasons we do so many calls right now. We're doing so many calls daily, weekly, all the time because of the innovation adoption life cycle. There's 5 phases that products, services, and goods undergo when they make it into the marketplace. Okay, now the timing of the company is very, very important, or the platform. I'll give you an example. We are all familiar with Bitcoin. We're all familiar with Facebook, Apple, all these different companies, right? Knowing what we know now about these companies and platforms, wouldn't you have invested, for example, in $1,000 in Bitcoin 10 years ago? I ask people this question all the time. Same answer, absolutely. Okay, a lot of us missed the boat on that one, right? This is very, very similar to that, right? Because now if you invested in Bitcoin now, you're not really going to make that much money or profit that well, okay? Now, this is powerful. Only 2% of North Americans have even heard about the product or the company. Okay, we're in the early adopter phase, so we've transitioned from the innovator phase, which is the riskiest phase of a company. Most companies, product, services all fall short in the innovator phase. They all die out. Rug pulls, all these things. 2 years, 5 years, they're done. Okay, we've passed through all of that, and now people can just ride this growth curve all the way to saturation. That's where the money is going to be made, just like it was with Bitcoin, right? You don't want to miss this boat. Now, people ask about how about competitors and competition and all that kind of stuff. Now, men and women lie all the time. Numbers do not. We're the only medically certified water ionizer. All our parts are manufactured in the same place in Japan. The regulations are just off the charts over there. Unlike all these other competitors where they're outsourcing their parts. There's the lack of regulation, right? And then look at the numbers. We're doing well over $1 billion. Last year we did 1.4 billion, and we're projected to double that this year. Wouldn't it make sense to align yourself, if you're going to buy a product or become a part of this industry, with the best company that's doing it, right? Makes sense. We're also calling this a paradigm shift product. Recently, I just went on a trip and got back. I rarely take taxis, but for some reason, we took a taxi and we found out that the price was double Uber. Never doing that again, by the way, right? But Uber, Lyft, they're all taking over taxis. Right? These are what paradigm shift products do. Netflix and Chill, Amazon Prime, all of these streaming services are taking over from Blockbuster and Rogers Video, right? Paradigm shifts. It's the same thing that's happening with bottled water. People are realizing plastic is leaching into the water. A lot of the bottled water that you're purchasing, you're spending your hard-earned money on, is acidic. It's terrible for the environment. You have to continually pay for it, right? Let's change all that. Let's save you money and get you healthier. And obviously, let's do better things for the environment as well. Now, we use the same marketing model as Tesla. Okay, Tesla does not do any commercials or advertising of any sort. They use what's called consumer marketing. I like to call it relationship marketing. You guys can feel my energy. There's a genuineness about what we're doing. We do a lot of in-person stuff as well. Very different from, let's say, a 30-second commercial randomly that you would see on TV or online, right? Now let's get to the fun part, right? I know a lot of you got some value from that. A lot of people are into health and stuff like that. But the biggest thing for people is the financial side. If you're on this call because you want something to change in your life financially, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay? We're helping people get, this is realistic numbers, an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And we've done that ourselves while working. So we're helping people do that without interfering with what they do in their life or at work. You heard Rudy's story at the beginning, right? Putting a few hours into this, making thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Okay? This is also the only zero down opportunity. Now, yes, there's an investment, but you don't have to use any of your own money. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay? Also, there's no sign-up fees, no monthly quotas, no product inventory that you have to deal with, no subscriptions, no qualifications, no deranking, no losing your income. Okay? These are all things that people hate about entrepreneurship. So it's called the 8-point compensation plan. It's exclusive to Enagic, cannot be duplicated by any other company. Here's how it works. When any of our products or technologies are sold, okay, for $0 down, by the way, 54% of the revenue gets paid to us. Remember I talked about how they don't spend any money on commercials or advertising? All that money goes into our pocket, and that's actually more money than the company takes. That works out to $2,800. We actually just got a pay raise with this compensation model. Okay, so it's awesome. So that's where the 8 points come from. Think of that as a giant pie. For those of you that have a sweet tooth like myself, you chop that pie into 8 slices. Each slice would be worth, right? Each point or slice is $350. Now we do smaller calls like this. We do one-on-ones. We do big ones. We also have automated webinars where people can watch this information 24/7, but it's the same question we ask the audience. What if every time someone saw this through you directly or indirectly and wanted to get a product or wanted to be a part of this incredible opportunity, you got paid anywhere from $350 to $2,800. Think about that. That's life-changing because the average person, think about it, do the math, does not make $340 after slaving away for 8 hours at their annoying job. Okay? Now we've hacked this compensation model so people are able to make up to $8,000. I did that the other day from my phone in bed. Okay? $8,000 literally per transaction. And Enagic doesn't even want you to know that. Enagic is phenomenal, but they don't even want you to know that. We actually as a team show you how to hack the compensation model. I'll touch on that shortly. Now there's 4 ways of making money. This shifted my perspective on everything. Because I was making $100,000 at my job. I thought I was doing amazing. I was literally spending all my time at work, okay, because that's what I thought you had to do, extra time, over hours, or overtime and all that, or 2 or more jobs, right? But the problem with a job is that you're always going to be limited. You've heard the term living paycheck to paycheck. There's only a certain amount of hours in the day that you can work, right? So you're always going to be limited, and then you are taxed the most with that way of making money. Next is self-employed. Okay, my mom, she was a pharmacist, had her own pharmacy, right? A little bit better than a job. You're kind of your own boss, I guess. But she spent most of her time at work, barely took vacations, really worked all her entire life. Okay? She was trading her time for money as well. There's a cap on the amount that you can make. Now, you look at the right side of this quadrant. This is what we teach people how to do. We show you how to add a business system. And you don't even have to leave what you do. I was still at my job making $100K a year, and I added an extra $20K a month. Okay, so we show you how to do that with our business system. And because 80% of people hate their jobs, guess what happens when you start making that extra money? You're probably going to want to walk away from your job like I did. The final way is investor where your money just works for you, and we show you how to add that component in what we do as well. Okay? So here is the compensation model laid out. There's 6 promotions, okay? 1A to 6A. A just means agent, okay? So when you start off, you can start off as a 1A agent, 1-point agent, if you will. And you see the circle on the top right there of each promotion. So you see as a 1-point agent, you're making 1 piece of the pie. 2-point agent, second promotion, you're making 2 pieces, and so on and so forth, right? And then you see the amounts that you make per position. $350 to $1,130 as a 1-point agent, and then 2A it continues to go up and up, right? Now below that, you see 1 to 2, 3 to 10, 11 to 20. Those are the amount of sales or transactions in your business. Okay. We have 3 ways of generating leads and sales. We've generated now actually over 2,500 sales with these strategies. We'll give them to you for free. Okay. You can leverage them. A lot of them you can do from your cell phone or from home. So let's say you get started with us for zero down. You use one of those strategies. You get your first sale. Congratulations. You just got paid anywhere from $350 to $1,130. You do it again. Okay. Same amount of money you make. You do it for the 3rd time. Guess what just happened? You just got a promotion. So now you're a 2-point agent making double the money. Now, I want you guys to think about this. When was the last time you got a raise at your job? Think about it. How much was that raise? Crazy, right? Or venture that you're doing, right? You get sales. How much are you actually getting paid? Okay, here we show you how to get to your goals faster with our high ticket model. And so now you're making a 100% increase in your earning power, $700 to $2,200 a sale. So we're going to call that 3rd person Mike. Okay, there's something known as direct sales, but you also get paid indirectly as well. So let's say life happens and you're busy. You're not actively using our strategies to get any sales for one reason or the other. But Mike's a go-getter. Okay, Mike gets 3 sales while you're away. Here's what happens for you. Look, take a second to just look at that number because it's passive. You didn't do a single thing to make that money. $2,800 all the way to $9,000, depending obviously on what people got. Okay. Now let me give you another quick hypothetical. Let's say Mike and his 3 people that he's working with, they're working with our team while you're away, each get 5 sales. Simple math. 4 times 5 is 20, right? 20 times the minimum amount as a 2-point agent, $700, is $14,000 in your pocket passively. Let's say that happened over 2 months. You just made $7,000 a month passively. I want you to ask yourself, how much money do you make after spending 40 hours a week working all month? How much is your take home? This is why people need this. Another cool thing about this model, which is very unique, is you can also bypass promotions. What does that mean? What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you come back, when maybe you're like things free up for you, okay? Now you're no longer a 2-point agent. Now you're a 4-point agent because there's 20 plus sales that went into your business indirectly, passively. Okay, so now you're making $1,400 to $4,500. Now that is where I walked away from my job because I started making $10,000 days. How? Let's call that 4th person that you got, Sarah. Sarah is a go-getter. Sarah got 4 sales. You just got paid anywhere from $5,600 to almost $18,000. I know it sounds crazy, but these numbers are all real numbers. Another cool thing about this model is there's 8 points. Think of that as 8 levels. So level 1 would be all the direct sales you're getting, all the green circles. Level 2 is the indirect, the white circles. 6 levels beneath that, you're still getting paid a point or more passively. Okay? This is why regular people like you and I, with no background, with not a lot of time on our hands, are making money here. We've been able to generate over $20 million. We got police officers, we got construction workers, we got stay-at-home moms, we got people that have no business winning as entrepreneurs. They're kicking ass. Okay? Now, your business continues to grow because guess what? This is water. This is health. Everyone needs it. After this call, people are going to drink water. We just give people the best quality water. We educate our marketplace. And so before you know it, you find yourself in the 6A as a 6A agent or 6-point agent. And look how simple it is to make 10 grand. 4 sales go in, you've made anywhere from $8,400 to $20,000. You see why people are quitting their jobs in a heartbeat here, right? Now, another cool thing about this is you can get your family members paid as well. So when I actually was a 4A, I got my mom, I got my 2 brothers, I got my sisters all plugged in. I used the lead gen strategies, got sales, put the sales underneath them. We all got paid simultaneously. So it's almost like you go to work and clock in for your 8-hour shift or more, and your spouse gets paid. Your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your mom, your dad. your kids, this is what we have here that makes this model so unique. So congratulations, you're now a 6A agent. Okay, you unlock so much more passive income, it's not even funny. The average 6A makes over $150,000 a year. Look at that one-time bonus you also get. I was just at the Enagic office out here in Vancouver, and there's so much money once you hit this 6A level passively. It's so cool, right? There's also no income limit. You can continually grow your income and hit higher promotions. 6A2, Natalie, I think she's on this call. She got to 6A2. All it means is you have 2 6As in your business. You don't even need to know them. Look at the bonuses. Everything doubles. Okay, so I want you to think about how we have so many bills, how we have inflation. You only have one income, or you have 2 jobs or overtime. Here, you actually are able to really multiply your income with this business asset. So I hit this promotion 6A2-2 just to show you the potential. Okay, look at the income out there. Look at the bonuses. It goes on and on and on and on. Here is where the passive income is generational. Okay, from 6A2-3 onwards. So you can actually will that to your family members and even your grandkids as well. So you can retire early, but you have something to pass on. So many people are waiting. I'm not going to touch on all every individual, but just so you can see what is happening within our community for regular people like yourself. Okay, some of these people don't even know how to speak English that well. They're multimillionaires with the company. And I'm sure a lot of you are thinking that this is insane, like I was. I was like, how did this exist and I not hear about it, right? A lot of people might have the product, they have no idea about the business model. So the question arises, how is this going to work for me? It's very simple. So like I mentioned earlier, we have 3 client acquisition strategies and systems to generate these leads. We've been able to use it to generate so many sales. They're all simple and most of them are free. So social media attraction marketing, a lot of you are on this call because of that. Okay, we teach you how to use your cell phone, how to use the internet to attract our target audience that are already looking for these products or the opportunity or opportunities like this. Next, the referral system that we have. You can refer people. You're already doing it. You're referring people to restaurants, to getting discounts, to watching movie, all these different things you're referring people for. You're not getting paid. Why not get paid for it as well? And you can do that with our system. We do 95% of the heavy lifting. So we'll do the selling. You don't have to sell. We'll do the selling. We'll do the closing. All you have to do is learn the simple skill of lead generation and referring. And the final one is paid advertising. So once you've made some profit, once you kind of get a feel for this, you're doing well, you can use some of your profits to pay for leads. That's all that means. And then we also have appointment setting systems where you have people book calls for you. Here's a depiction of one of our social media strategies where we'll give you the content, we'll give you the database basically where all these leads are, right? These leads come to you saying they're interested. You will add them to our community group. They will book a call with one of our consultants, and then we handle that deal for you. And then also we have training that you can go through. So you're not going to be left on your own. We'll train you. There's mentorship, there's coaching. We're literally holding your hand. Okay. Now, I'm sure a lot of you got some value from that. Okay. Now it is zero. This is the only zero down money opportunity on the planet. We help people get started for everything that you saw, the products, the business, all of that, the lead gen systems, all for $0 down. There's 4 packages, okay? And they're all completely tax deductible. So we have accountants. I'm not an accountant, right? But we can connect you with our accountants. You can have a free consultation and they will show you how to write everything off. They do all of that for you. You can also write off expenses that you have. Anyways, we'll talk about that briefly. So who's excited about that? Put a 7 in the chat if you're excited to learn how to get all of this stuff for $0 down and the different packages. Put a 7 in the chat. So you start off with the starter package if you want to go more gradual. You get a global business ID. You get a website, back office. Look at the tax write-offs, ladies and gentlemen. See, the system isn't designed for employees. People need to understand that. It's not. Right? It's not. You're making one income, you're paying all these bills, and you're paying the most tax. So we show you how to put the power back into your hands, right? And write off these expenses because you have a package. There's a lady that partnered with us. She actually just got a product. Okay, got a product. Wasn't interested in the business, right? She actually got this product over here, the K8. The next year, she got back $10,000 in her taxes. Probably should interview her. But she got back $10,000 in her taxes. This year, she got back almost $8,000. It pays for the package. So not only is this the only zero down opportunity, you can actually get it for free. Okay, that's the guarantee. There's some requirements that you have to meet, and we can talk about that, or you can talk about that with our accountants. Now, your first 2 sales, you make anywhere from that should be 350 actually, 350 to 1130, and then on your third sale, you get that promotion to becoming a 2-point agent. Your first 4 transactions, you make anywhere from $2,100 to $7,900, or almost $8,000. Now, I want you to think about something for a second. How much do you think it would cost to open up a regular traditional business, brick and mortar business, or even a franchise like McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, right? My mom's pharmacy cost her about $200,000. It was a small thing, okay? You're looking at $1 million for a McDonald's or more. Now, there was a couple that I breezed through some of the people that were in the photos there, but they're doing $1 to $2 million a month, and they got this package. Let me show you what their expense was, okay? So that was their only expense ever. There's no subscription tier that, all these other opportunities, you got to pay subscriptions and all these different things. Here, you can come in for zero down, right? Go on a simple funding plan, and then once that's paid, that's it. No more expense, and then you can use your taxes, or you can use the write-offs to basically get the money back anyways, okay? And on sales as well. The Starter Deluxe package, you get that, it's called the Anespa. It's a home-based spa. Takes out all the chemicals from the shower that you saw, right? That's the technology on the right. And then on the business side, you get a cash advance. If you're in Canada, $390. If you're in the United States, $350. So zero down to start, but money went in your pocket, okay? And then on your second transaction, so a little bit better than the first, you get your promotion. And then 4 sales in, 4. Not 1,000, not 500, not 54. You make $2,400 to $9,000, ladies and gentlemen. And God bless us. We live in a demographic where we can get you funding. Zero down, $180 a month gets you that package, okay? Now, here's where it really starts to get exciting, the trifecta package. This is what I personally got. I know Rudy got this as well. Several people get this package. It's one of our more premium ones. You get a... that box on the right side there is our turmeric line of supplement, soap, and tea. Okay, so really great products, but let's talk about the business, right? You get a cash advance of around $520 for starting for zero. Then you get an immediate bonus, or immediate promotion rather, so you're making double the money immediately. That's why I got that package. If you're interested in getting to your goals faster, or you're excited about getting double the money, put a 7 in the chat. If you want to get paid double for the same work. The first person that I partnered with, sales guy. I didn't have a sales experience. He did. He went out to sell hundreds of machines and products. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars from his sales passively, all because I got the trifecta package. So this is where the money really starts. So you make $700 to $2,200 a sale. Just look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Your first 4 sales, you're making $3,000 to $11,000, and your buyers and partners are also starting for $0 down. I didn't use my own money. I started $0 down, $250. I used my cash advance, covered myself for 60 days. In that time, I made way over $10,000. Okay? And then the government wrote me a nice check at the end of the year. We'll talk about that shortly. The final package is the quad package. The only reason I didn't get this is because it didn't exist. As soon as it came into play, I upgraded to this package, right? So you can actually upgrade if you want. You get an extra K that you can lend. I didn't want to sell. I know a lot of people don't want to sell. Let the product do the selling. You lend it out to connections, contacts, friends, family members. Say, hey, try this for a week or 2. Let me know what you think. It's a cool product. They try it. I guarantee you they're saying, how do I get it? The taste, the stuff that it takes out, all the different uses, they're saying, how do I, $0 down? I need that right now. Okay, so people are getting 6 figures a year just doing that alone. But let's talk about the business here. Let's take a moment of silence to look at that cash advance. It's on the third line there. $1,000. I remember asking Rudy, I think AJ's on this call as well, a lot of highly successful entrepreneurs. When was the last time you saw an opportunity where you got $1,000 and you started for zero? Someone tell me, put in the chat if you've seen that before. It does not exist. Okay, we have it here. And then you get triple the money. If you're interested in getting triple the money for the same work, put triple in the chat. You get an immediate promotion. You're making triple the money, $1,050 to $3,400. I had a gentleman that was a warehouse supervisor that got this package. He's like, yeah, this package makes sense, but I like my job. It's amazing what we tell ourselves, right? He's like, I actually like my job, so I'll keep it, but I want extra income. 3 months later, he quit his job. He didn't even tell us. So jokingly, we call this the job quitting package and the early retirement package, right? On your third sale, you get another pay raise, and you're making $1,400 to $4,500. So it took me about 21 sales with the trifecta to get to the 4-point agent, right, where I was able to quit my job. It takes you 3 if you get that. Now, your first 4 sales, you make anywhere from $5,000 to almost $17,000. And again, don't use your own money. You can if you want to, or you could start zero down and then use your cash advance to cover yourself for 90 days. I'm going to show you how in 90 days, people are making $50,000. I'll show you how in 90 days, people are making $25,000. So here's the difference. The big differences between the starter and the quad and why everyone's going for the quad. The numbers don't lie. You get a starter package, your first 8 sales, look at how much you're making, okay? Almost $5,000, not bad. Compare that to your 9 to 5. It's way better. You do a sale a week, right? You're laughing, right? Some people are doing a sale a day. But look at the quad. 8 sales in. Your first sale is, the people will buy what you have, $3,400. And 8 sales in, you've made it almost $40,000. That's what most people are making a year after taxes. Let's just be real. Okay, so that is one of the big reasons why everyone's going for the quad. And I strongly recommend it. Take a photo of this if you need to, the different packages that we have. Okay, take a photo of that. They're all zero down, the only zero down money opportunity in the industry. We love that. And let me show you real quick, for people that are like me, that you have big financial appetites, put a 1 in the chat if you have a big financial appetite. You want to get to your goal fast and you want to go big. Put a 1 in the chat, because I didn't want to make anything under 100K. I was used to the 100K and more, so I needed the opportunity to be able to pay me that realistically. So here you get a trifecta if you want to do 100K. Okay, you get zero down, you get $520 in your pocket, you're excited, no payment for 60 days. Your first 5 sales gives you a complete return on investment. So the sales are going to pay for your package. And then if you don't even get sales, maybe you get the products, the government will pay for it with tax write-offs. Okay, let's get the money back from the government. Okay, now your first 3 sales a month. See, it's realistic. We're not asking you to get 100 sales a month. That's not realistic. 3 sales a month is $140,000 a year. Can someone please tell me why we're still working our jobs? Because let's say you're terrible and we're terrible. Let's cut that in half. What's an extra 70 grand gonna do for you? By the way, those 3 sales are your team sales. You could literally have a guy like I got get 100 sales on their own. That still counts. Now, let's break it down even more. Your first 10 sales, you make over 25 grand. Let's do that in a month. Let's do that in 90 days. Because it could be 5 sales. Each of those people get 1. Congratulations. You just made $25,000. Okay. Now, the final slide here, this is $250,000. This is the big money. Triple the amount. So here you get a quad package. This is why people get the quad. The numbers are the exact same. Okay. You get $1,000 cash back. You're excited. No payment for 90 days. You're able to make all this money. 4 sales in, you've paid off your quad. And then the government writes you a nice fat check. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. 3 sales a month. 3 quad sales, because people buy what you have. Everyone wants the quad. You get paid $250,000 your first 12 months. Your next 12 months is going to be exponentially more. So this is the minimum that you're making with the quad. And look at how simple. To make 50 grand, help 5 people get the quad for zero down and $1,000 in their pocket, because you just did the same thing. We'll help them get 1 person each. Congratulations, you just made 50 grand. And expect a nice check from the government. Let's show you what those checks look like. Congratulations. Thank you so much for tuning into our presentation. I hope you guys got some value. Make sure that you book your one-on-one call with one of our consultants. We'll answer all your specific questions. We'll also show you how to apply for our non-committal. You're not committed to a single thing. Non-committal funding application for the zero down. Okay, so that way you see what your options are, and then you can make a decision one way or the other. So many people are winning. I'm not gonna take too much time to show that it's happening. Just know that. Okay, pregnant ladies are doing 15 grand a month while on mat leave. People are doing 100K a month. Waitresses, it's insane. But the taxes for people that even aren't doing sales, that just get the products, even they're getting thousands and thousands of dollars back from the government. We will actually connect you to our accountants free of charge. Okay, and then they can actually show you how to do all of this stuff. We want to empower people. We want to put money back into your pockets. People are paying off their mortgages or years of the mortgages while on vacation. It's just ridiculous what's happening, okay? So make sure that you reach out to the person that was kind enough to invite you on this call. I like to show people this as well. This is really, really cool here. Hold on. Right here. You guys can see that, right? Let me make this bigger. It's a buddy of mine. He got back $18,000 in his taxes. Who even wants to get some money back? You're paying so much money out of pocket. Like it's just leaving your bank account. You want money back. We'll show you how to do that, all right? So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you guys got some value. And if there's, maybe we'll just wrap it up, right? We don't want to take too much time. Maybe Rudy, if you wanted to chime in, maybe add anything before we let the people go, you could do so.
Yeah, thanks so much, Josh. Great job on the presentation here today. Yeah, guys, like it's a great opportunity, man. I mean, it definitely changed my life, my family's life. I'm able to live my dreams out and follow my music career, my passion now, instead of being focused on having a gun to my head by a boss. So very, very cool. But yeah, it's simple to make money. It's not hard. It's not easy either. I'm not gonna say it's easy. But it is very simple. You do have to learn a skill set, of course. It's gonna take a little bit, but not long. Like I did almost 20K my first day. Okay. So like I can do that. You can do it. But learning skill sets, something simple like magnetic marketing, things like that. We can teach you how to run ads. We can teach you so many different ways how you can get leads and make money with this. It's just up to you to say, hey, I'm ready to learn. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? And if you're not ready mentally to do this, we get that. Not everybody is, and that's totally okay. But if you are one of those people that's going, you know, I've been looking for something, I've been looking to change my life, I'm looking to do something where maybe eventually I can even leave my day job. Maybe that's not your goal. Maybe you want to keep your day job, but maybe you're one of those people that's like, I wish I didn't have to work like a dog 40 hours a week to barely make ends meet. You want to make some extra money or eventually turn this into a full-time thing for you. The opportunity is endless. Okay. If you keep doing what you're doing right now, 5 years from now, you're going to be in the exact same spot that you're in right now. Okay. So if you want things to change, you got to change, right? You got to change the things around you. And you know, if you have things in your life that don't serve you, stop focusing your so much time on it. Find something that does serve you, that can push you to that next level. And we have everything we need here for you to be successful, but it's up to you to put in the work and make yourself successful, right? We can give you everything that you need, but you still have to do a little bit of the work. It's not going to go automatic. However, again, you keep doing what you're doing 5 years from now, you're going to be the exact same spot. If you want things to change, go make it happen. It's up to you to go make that change. And that changes today. Please reach out to the person that invited you today, and we'll get on a call with you and we'll get you set up on this ASAP and get you going and get you making some money. Thank you so much.
Go. Yeah, appreciate you, brother, and appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And like Rudy said, yeah, book that call ASAP. Can't hurt to book the call. Let's see what your options are, and we will hope to see you guys on the other side. All right, take it easy, guys. Signing off. See you to the next call.